Hey everyone, so today we're going to be covering the new game mode. I'm not sure the exact name. I think it's Decisive Battle of Recollection Memory, something like that. I just looked it up right before the video. You'll see the links in a minute. But yeah, so I was planning on doing this probably a lot sooner, but I got really caught up not being able to beat it actually. So I'll go ahead and show you currently what this is all about. Currently we have one battle. The reward being 1.2 million gold, I believe. I didn't actually count it myself. It's relatively hard. I wouldn't say the hardest piece of content. It's definitely challenging if you don't have the right selection for your box. Definitely the go-to unit seems to be Swimsuit Leah, so if you have her, you're probably in for a secure victory. This Subaru is pretty good overall as a unit in general, and I've been seeing a lot of play from this guy. So kind of surprising. I've been trying to work on him because I think he might be my saving grace, but I don't have the best units for this. This team I've seen can work, but I do have to level both these units up, so it might take some time. So I apologize, no gameplay. Well, I mean, I can show you gameplay. It's just not going to be very good gameplay. I think what I've figured out is that you want to kill this top guy first and the bottom guy, and then the second one. This guy's always going to distract you. He has an insane ult, so him getting that S2 or S3 off, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if he has a passive or not, is a big problem. And then I think the main goal is you wanting to keep, I'm not really too sure how you want to keep your units up. I think it's just whoever gets attacked, because it's very RNG who they attack. They seem to target one unit and then they like to relentlessly just barrage that unit with damage, but sometimes they'll switch it up randomly. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do this for now and then do that. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not the biggest of numbers. So yeah, they seem to like pick a favorite sometimes, but it's always random who that favorite's gonna be. I mean, it's not like there's much diversity. You only have 2 units. This guy's always gonna, his ability to get rid of your debuff immunity, so he's just gonna apply all those debuffs on your character, so that's a really big pain in the ass. They hit hard. This guy can have stance, so that's gonna be a problem. I would save him for last because he's super tanky and he has stance, so if you're in the middle of killing someone else, he's probably gonna just tank up either way. So yeah, unfortunately I just get obliterated here, so you're gonna have to wait and see for more content from me. But going into this right here, we actually have the full contents of the labyrinth or the dungeon coming. This was my live stream news video. I was just pulling this up so you can see that they actually showed all these stages. These are what the stages are. And then over here on the website, they have everything from the anniversary. And basically, I just have it Google translated right here, so I'm able to read everything. And the official titles are Decisive Battle of Recollection, so I'll probably call them Recollection Battles from here on out, or maybe Decisive Battles. I know Decisive Battles are from Bleach, if you play that, so if you know that term. Decisive Battles are like a whole, Fierce Battles, I think that's what they are. Fierce Battles are like a whole brand of characters, sort of like Christmas units or pajama units, stuff like that. So I'm probably just gonna say Recollection Battles. Looking at them, we have the specific dates here. As you can see, they're probably going to be I don't know why I said probably. The 9th is the initial battle, the Tonshinkan. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it refers to the gang that's currently out. Came Thursday, the 9th, which was anniversary release, obviously when the whole entire dungeon dropped. Then we have Elsa coming the 16th, which should be around the 15th for the US time. So that's pretty cool. Find Elsa. I don't know if these dungeons are going to be one at a time where you have to beat the first dungeon in order to access the second one. I think this is like the first time they've added stages to a dungeon ongoing, so this is kind of interesting. I would assume you need to beat it, because the only other time they've sort of done this is like the labyrinth, where they add a new floor over time. So yeah, I would assume you need to beat it. Then we go into Demon Rem. Then we go into Ugram, which are the dogs from the village that Subaru has to fight. So everything is basically going in canonical order. if you want to go to the anime or to the manga or to the light novel and go look at the next battle that they fight canonically, that's probably going to be the next couple of floors if they do decide to do something like that. These are the only new like stages that they've had planned so far, so they could definitely keep going all the way up until end of series, God knows when. But yeah, so just expect something like that. So that's what we're gonna be getting, and these are obviously reproduce the famous scenes. So once you actually get into these fights, it is gonna be, you have to use those specific characters that were there. So with Elsa, you have a lot of characters potentially that you could use. You could use Amelia, Puck, Reinhardt, Subaru, Rom, Felt. A lot of people were there currently. I'm assuming this fight, by the way, is from the actual tavern. There's multiple timelines and stuff like that with Elsa, but I'm assuming this is the one where they actually have like the full fight with Reinhardt. So yeah, a lot of options. I'm interested to see how many units we can use and what are the potential units. I know for Demon Rem, it's most likely going to be Subaru and Ram. I don't know why I say Ram. It's probably going to be Subaru and Ram because they're mainly the ones that fight. And then the dogs could be all three of those characters, Ram, and Subaru, as well as Roz, because Roz does come in last second to save the day. Trying to think, maybe Petra, but Petra just kind of just gets wiped out before they even get there to the fight. So maybe her. Yeah, so just that's what is to be expected of the dungeon. Overall, the rewards are kind of lackluster. 1.2 million gold is like pretty solid. Or isn't it a million? Yeah, okay, it's 1.2 million. Cool, that's pretty neat. I feel like them giving out a lot of gold like that should just be the standard, to be honest. It's nothing, it's crazy compared to what we currently get from a lot of majority of the stuff in the game, but I feel like this should just be the standard because everything is so expensive in this game. Hammer rerolls, though, don't even get me started. 1.2 million is like nothing when you're trying to make a character. It takes at least 2 million if you want to perfect them, or if you're not super lucky. So yeah, I hope that they switch it up. Maybe one free multi for one of the stages, maybe a lot, like 200 to 300 like of materials for upgrading skills. That can be cool. Trying to think. I just like to see gems mainly because there's not a lot of resources of gems in the game. But I don't want to ask for too many because I feel like at this point we're kind of balancing out a little bit. It was really bad a couple months ago, but I think at this point they've kind of really found their footing and it's not as bad as it was. It's still kind of cheap, especially because they keep getting rid of ways to get gems, but they've been pretty generous overall, so I don't know. I'm interested to see what kind of rewards are going to take place, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, sorry I couldn't clear it. I really wish I could. Again, if you ever need team ideas, you can just come here, click this purple button, come up here, and it should refresh your team ideas after you've cleared a stage. Overall, though, if you have Swimsuit Leo, she looks like she can just carry literally an entirely on like a one-man team, basically. So I'm guessing that the other Subarus are just here just because they're needed, and you don't actually need them on the team. So yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have her. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.